Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of The Guest on Gabon 24. Today we're going to take a look at the human-elephant conflict in Gabon and the solutions put in place by the government to alleviate this conflict. We have with us Mr. Eric Chehoski, Country Director of the international organization Space for Giants, which works for the preservation of wildlife in various African countries, and particularly in Gabon, where it supports the Ministry of Water and Forest in the management and monitoring of this conflict. Welcome, Mr. Chehoski.
Thank you very much, Sean. It's a pleasure to be here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Okay, so let's go straight to the point. To provide solutions for human and elephant to coexist, Space for Giants came up with some solutions. The mobile electric fences in order to protect farmers' plantations in the countryside. Can you tell us, please, about Space for Giants, and how did your organization put in place that tool as a response for this conflict?
Well, Space for Giants is an international environmental conservation organization. We're based in Kenya. We have over 20 years' experience in dealing with human-elephant conflict in Kenya with farmers. So it's our experience we've been able to try to transfer over to Gabon. Now, the way that farmers work in Kenya and the way that farmers work in Gabon are two things that are different. But we started here in 2016 supporting the National Parks Agency, the AMPN, with the installation of some fences in Lope National Park. These were large, high-specification fences that covers over 100 hectares of space. They require community involvement and a pretty dedicated maintenance team. And these kind of logistics proved to be very difficult and not in line with the way that Gabonese tend to farm. And so we adapted our model to mobile fencing, which is closer to the model that most Gabonese use to plant. Since 2022, now we have well over 300 fences in the country. These mobile fences can move with the farmers from one place to another place to another place. So they are transportable, whereas the larger high specification fences are stable and cannot be moved.
You say they are transportable, but so does it belong to the farmer, or is it like you have to come every time that the farmer moves, you come and you help the fences to move also?
Okay, these electric fences are powered by solar energy with an energizer unit that provides an electricity around a fence line. We call them mobile right now because it's the single strand fence that's the most basic design, and it's proven to be over 90% effective in keeping elephants out of fields. The first installation we do together with the farmers. We haven't done our second season yet. We're going to be starting very shortly now. We do want to accompany the farmers who do need help, but for the most part, farmers do understand what needs to happen. But we are in the field right now. We have over 3 provincial bases in the country. In Franceville, which also covers the Agoe Lolo. We also have in Makuku, which covers the Agoe Vindo, and in Mwila, which covers the Ngunie and the Nyanga provinces. So we do have teams in the field that accompany farmers, but it's work that is collaborative. We don't install and then farmers are not there. No, we have to do it in the presence of the farmers in their fields.
So you say that Space for Giants is based in Kenya. We know that Kenya is also a huge elephant population. Why is Gabon an important place to be for you?
Well, Gabon has the most important population of forest elephants, which is a different species than savanna elephants that are prevalent in East Africa and South Africa. Gabon has over 70% of the world's forest elephant population in this country.
Wow.
Gabon is also very unique in that 47 out of the 48 departments, over 95% of the country has elephants in it. No other country in the world is like this.
Okay. So how do you collaborate with the local government to implement that solution?
Okay, first of all, we don't operate alone. We work in direct collaboration with the Ministry of Water and Forests. And it's the Ministry of Water and Forests who are responsible for identifying farmers who have had direct problems with elephants. So once official complaints are registered, farmers have to be ready to accept an electric fence. And we work with the Ministry of Water and Forest to install the fences with the farmers that the ministry has identified.
Okay, you're talking about the government, so there is a legal framework. Do you know some like laws or some legal decisions that were made to help you do your work here in the country?
The government is working on registering complaints. The laws that are around those complaints are still being formulated, but there are laws that are in place in order to compensate farmers for lost crop damage.
Yeah.
Now, Space for Giants has nothing to do with this side. We're technical partners for the Ministry of Water and Forests. We are here to help the Ministry of Water and Forests install electric fences for victim farmers who want protection from elephants.
Okay, now I have in mind, Gabon hosted like some months ago, I think in March, the One Forest Summit, I think, in Gabon. The Minister of Forest and Environment was very involved, many partnerships were signed. What do you think the international community could like add to the efforts that the Gabonese government has already put in place?
Thank you very much, An. This is a very important question. The Gabonese government has invested heavily in the protection of elephants. The government of Gabon is also very concerned for the welfare of its people. And there's a lot of conflict that are around protecting elephants and providing economic opportunity for Gabonese citizens. Gabon is engaged Gabon has a national elephant action plan.
Yeah.
Gabon is a founding member of the Elephant Protection Initiative. Gabon is engaged internationally.
What is that?
It's an initiative that engages the protection of elephants. The elephants are considered a critically endangered species. So it protects the lives of elephants.
Yeah.
And that's in front of the international community. Now, as I stated, 47 out of 48 departments in this country have problems with elephants.
Yeah.
This is the only country in the world that has this breadth and density of elephant problems throughout its nation.
Yeah.
Space for Giants believes that we need to encourage the international community to invest not only in electric fencing, but also in improved agricultural practices and cooperative development in order to help farmers benefit from the presence of elephants in their country. And we feel that the international community has not quite stepped up enough, and we have to be more engaged and help bring that here.
Okay, so technically, let's think about those people doing agriculture in our forest. So we know that Gabon, as you said, signed the Elephant Protection Initiative and also the National Elephant Action Plan. What is the part of the human being? Because some people can feel like, okay, we protect the elephants too much and not enough human people. What can you say to those people saying that?
Well, I think that sentiment has a lot of foundation in truth. What we're doing right now is a direct response to that. Providing the electric fencing solution
is one of the solutions.
Is one of the things that can help farmers keep elephants out of their fields. We are focusing on subsistence farmers right now.
Okay.
There needs to be development in road networks and markets in order to help farmers form cooperatives and develop more commercial agriculture practices. I think that's something that needs to be developed, and Gabon certainly has the potential to do so.
Okay, I know maybe that's not exactly what you do, but can you just give us, apart from this solution, do we have other solutions maybe that the Ministry of Environment and Forest thinks about to protect humans from elephants and vice versa?
The national strategy for Gabon that was discussed, I think, at the end of 2021, the strategy has 3 pillars.
Yeah.
One is compensation, so monetary compensation for farmers who are victims. A second aspect is electric fencing, and a third aspect is administrative problem animal control. Those are the 3 pillars that the country has adopted so far.
Is it working?
Well, right now, as far as the fencing goes, we have an excellent percentage of success in keeping elephants out of our fields for the 300 plus fences that we have installed in the last year. it's not enough fences.
Yeah.
Okay, so Space for Giants is engaged to do at least 500 fences in the calendar year of 2023, and we're more than 60% there. And then in 2024, we're engaged to do another 1,000 fences.
Okay, talking about it, you say that a total of 200 mobile fences have been installed across the country with almost 2,400 beneficiaries. To what do you attribute the rapid take-up of this solution? It's quite rapid, I think.
Well, you know, the farmers are reluctant to use technology that they have not seen succeed.
Yeah.
And so in each community that we go to, when we have one farmer that is willing to try the technology, that's all that we need. Basically, we want to be working with active farmers that are in villages right now. We have found that farmers are very eager to try this technology once they see that it has worked. And we have an excellent percentage of cases that keep elephants out of fields.
Okay, so we have almost reached the end, but you were talking about international community and the efforts that we need to see more on the field from the world to help in this fight. So many things have been done already. What do you think the international community should do more to support the country?
Well, right now we have 3 provincial bases in the country. I think we definitely need a provincial base throughout the country. And so at least 8 of the 9 provinces, and probably the estuary as well, since you look at Coco Beach and you look at Pongara, you look at Ayeme Plaine, there are elephants in these areas. So we need those resources to put teams in the field. We need resources to purchase the electric fencing kits. And then I think we need projects that will help develop agriculture to keep farmers closer to where you can transport food. But these are aspects that need to be developed. And so it's a matter of investment in farmers. It's a matter of investment in protecting fields.
Okay, so now we've reached the end of this interview. Can you have a last word, maybe something you want people to understand? Last word.
All I want people to understand is that conservation and economic development need to go hand in hand. Space for Giants protects elephants, but local populations need to see the benefit from environmental protection.
Of course. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Eric Chehoski. So I remind that you are the country director for Space for Giants, and we spoke today about the installation of mobile electric fences. Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, so well, we have come to this end of this program of a guest, dear viewers. You can still keep on watching our programs on our social networks. Don't forget, life is only what you make it. Goodbye. See you soon.